welcome to Nintensei with Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. This is the follow-up to Retro's Donkey Kong Country Returns on the Wii, and it is better in every way. Before I start, the Donkey Kong Country games are near and dear to my heart. Donkey Kong Country 1 is fantastic, and it was actually the first Let's Play I've ever done on my old... Oh, don't want any spoilers. My old channel. This will be the first Donkey Kong Country game I do solo, especially. This game's pretty hard, so I warn you in advance that it's probably going to be pretty... I'm probably going to die a lot. I'm not going for 100%. I'm not going to beat the extra hard levels. That will be saved for later if I do decide to do a 100% run, which I probably might do some in the future. Don't. But for now, just know Donkey Kong Country 1, love it. It was the first Let's Play I've ever done with my friend Mike. Donkey Kong Country 2 is definitely one of my favorite games ever. It's definitely one of my favorite games on the Super Nintendo. Donkey Kong Country 3 I don't like as much. And Donkey Kong 64 I do consider Donkey Kong Country game in a way. It's basically Donkey Kong Country 64. I like that game a whole lot as well, but I just love collectathons. So let's get right into this one. See, I got 109% my other one there. And 86 lives, so you don't run out of lives too often. Let's get this started. Not playing as funky mode, playing original mode. And yeah, just normal. Sure. So let's watch this really elaborate and really, really good looking opening cutscene with really, really good music when it loads. Oh yeah, and I guess it's obvious there, but we're playing the Switch version, not playing the Wii U version. I don't own that version anymore. I do plan on getting it later on down the line just for collection purposes, and here we go. Well, this cutscene's so good looking. And there's Dixie. She wasn't in the last game. Neither was Cranky. I don't know why he didn't invite Funky, didn't invite Candy. I guess Candy doesn't exist anymore. Nintendo doesn't want to cater too much to furries anymore, I guess. They're not bringing Star Fox back because they know that will just get them going. Classic cartoon. Yeah, holy, if they found Donkey Kong. These guys, specifically came to target Donkey Kong. Look how good his fur looks there. This cutscene is so good. They just came to fuck over my day, and it was Donkey Kong's birthday even. Jesus, how rude. This big war horn. These guys are Vikings. This is one powerful war horn, and the music here is fantastic. Oh, you didn't get you stole his time to shine. That's a weird cake. I guess it's just a banana with icing on it. That's really weird. Oh, I guess there was a cake there, so yeah, it's just a banana with icing on top. Weird ice dragon. Totally in line with Donkey Kong. And here we're getting into why it's called Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. There they go. And now the ship is flying. But again, this music. It just rests on top of Donkey Kong Island for whatever reason. And just covers it in a weird icy mist with that ice dragon. There we go. See, there's Tropical Freeze. They froze the tropical island. And that was such a cool opening. Especially really elaborate for a Donkey Kong game. Oh, boom. Oh. There we go. We broke this plane in half. This is very Uncharted. And who's coming out? Donkey Kong. So here we are. We're in Donkey Kong Country, Tropical Freeze. But first things first, you go back here because just like in Donkey Kong Country 1, there's a banana flag balloon, damn it. And let's go on. It plays very much like Country Returns. Feels very much like it, just that there's no dumb motion controls. And they added water back, because I guess water wasn't in the in Returns. It's been a while. There, just get a puzzle piece. Water coming back is really interesting. Donkey Kong Country did things differently. Like a lot of the times when there's water levels in a platform game, the level is specifically underwater the entire time. Kill a big weird pink bird. You're one of my favorite colors, but you're weird looking. And most of the time in platformers, when a level's underwater, it's almost primarily underwater. Here, they mix the two, and it's actually really interesting. There are levels that are primarily underwater, but they mix the two a lot. It's actually a really interesting way to design the levels. Because water levels, let's be honest, water levels are rarely popular. People rarely like them. But at least here, mixing it with the land and just giving more control overall, because Donkey Kong's pretty damn fast in the water, which is one reason people don't like water levels, because they're so sluggish. But mixing it the way they do is really fascinating. And there we go. And this game's just a lot more dynamic than platformers tend to be. Like, you're interacting with the environment a lot. And it's also just damn good looking. This is a really good looking platformer, and this banana fairy thing leaves a trail of bananas, and if you get them all, you get something. There's a puzzle piece in this instance. This little pig's a checkpoint. I don't know why it's a pig in a stand, but it is. It's not very Donkey Kong to me. And yeah, see, and I just destroyed a little bit of the environment to make way for a new environment. It's pretty cool. This game, there's a lot of people consider this game to be one of the best 2D platformers, and I don't disagree. Oh, and here's the Donkey Kong Country signature barrels with the name on it, but it's instead of DK, it shows who you're getting, because you can get Diddy, Dixie, and Cranky as partners. This one was just a Diddy barrel, as you've seen, and it's just because it's the first level. Most of the time, they actually change so you can pick. I don't know how I like that, because that means every level has to be designed for you to be able to make it through with just Donkey Kong. That's the one thing I will say bad about this game right off the bat, is that hinders what they can do design-wise. Yeah. And I feel that you should always, like, each level should have, like, a level of helper it was designed around. So yeah, you can beat it with Donkey Kong, but you can't get everything with Donkey Kong. That's how I feel it should be. Which it is, but I feel the challenges should be built more around who you're with, because it's always fun. It's the most unique part of this series, and they made it even more unique with Returns and how Diddy just rides on you instead of like being a second hit. Then you play as Diddy. Diddy is a power up for Donkey Kong, and he does give you more health, as you've seen. I just took damage and I didn't lose him. So it does have that aspect where he's just another health bar for you, but he also lets me do this. Diddy has his jetpacks from Donkey Kong 64, and it lets me hover a little bit. And once I get hit another time, I'll lose Diddy. I feel the levels are allowed to be a little bit harder because you've got more health. It can make some of the later levels really tricky, though. And some of the levels are pretty long. As you're seeing here, like, I'd be done of the first level in Donkey Kong Donkey Kong Country 1 already. And this different angles on the camera when you're going, that's very unique, very different for the series. I'm going to say you don't see too many 2D platformers doing this in general. Sonic Forces did, which if you watch my playthrough of that, you'll see. But that came out after this. This is a Wii U game, of course. And throwing that gives me my hit back. I don't know how, but don't ask questions, just accept it. So yeah, you still bang the ground a lot, like in the returns, and you still roll. Unlike the original, the rolling in this game, I'm not. Oh, it ate one of the enemies. I'm not confident with the rolling. I always feel like I'm just going to take a bullshit hit. So you're not going to see me do it too often. I'll do it whenever I'm confident, but I won't do it as often as you think you could. Donkey Kong Country 1 and 2, like, it's very, very reliable. But for some reason, I just don't feel it's as reliable here. It could just be me, though. Oh, man, I got hiccups all of a sudden. Could just be me, though. I'm not the most skilled at games like this. I can beat Donkey Kong Country 1, no problem. I can beat 2. I can beat 2's alright. I can beat it alright. There are levels that are just way harder than others. But this one here is just... I call Mario's basic platforming, as a basic platformer. There's another jigsaw piece. I got 7 of them. Mario's basic platforming. Oh, big guy. Sonic is more exploration platforming, I'm going to say, because there's a lot of routes through the levels, and it's more you exploring to find the best route. Donkey Kong Country is what I'm going to call it's part of the I can't spit it out. Donkey Kong Country is more like something like Super Meat Boy or something than it is like Mario, in that they're technical. They're highly technical. This game's actually got a time trial mode. When you beat a level, you can actually play through it and see if you can beat time. So this game is actually designed with forward motion in mind, like constantly. Which is, if you're good, you can just roll your entire way through the levels. It's actually pretty crazy. But obviously you have to be good. So I consider this more a technical platformer than Mario or Sonic. Which is really interesting. I don't know if I consider the old ones that. Like, I wouldn't consider Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, or 3 that. Oh, look, there's... whenever that bar beside our icons is full, I can press the LR buttons to do this. There they go. They're now feeding me lives with their deaths. But yeah, I wouldn't consider Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, or 3 technical platformers. They're more so than Mario, but not a whole lot. Not to this extent. Nothing over there. And to bang on this, like this gong here. And here we go. Bam! Upend your ship, but I'm gonna go over here. Because just like a lot of things, like this, Returns does this a lot too, where off to the side is a secret. And let me get the DK. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, just bananas. There we go. I got Kong, and I got all the jigsaw pieces. The jigsaw pieces just unlock concept art and stuff, I believe. So that's the first level. Now we're in the Lost Mangroves, which is the first world. As you can see, the first level is actually pretty long. If you told me that there's a Donkey Kong, like back in the day, that there was a Donkey Kong game with levels that are like 10 minutes long, I'd be like, what game are you playing? Because Donkey Kong Country's always had short levels. You have an inventory. In original mode, you can take up to 3 items into a level with you. Select the items on the inventory screen, then return to the start level menu and select play level. As you can see, like saves you from falling most of the time, fills your air meter, helps you find puzzle pieces, protects vehicles from damage, makes you temporarily invincible, adds 1 extra heart for the level, automatically gives you Diddy, automatically gives you Dixie, and automatically gives you Cranky. I'm not going to be using any of these. Yes, I want to cancel. Let's go to play Shipwreck Shore. Let's load. This is a great loading screen. It actually... I can't remember what Donkey Kong Country Returns is like, so I'm not going to say who had it first, but it's very much like Rayman Origins, Rayman Legends. And which are also technical platformers, just like this. Like, they are designed with forward movement in mind, which you think would make Sonic that, but no, Sonic is more... Like, Sonic has a lot of exploration. Like, I talked about it in my Sonic Forces playthrough, but Sonic has a lot of exploration. Levels are not linear, or they're not necessarily linear in a straight line. They are all over the place, which means I wouldn't consider them technical. Because this is all about how well you can do, like in the designed pathway, but you just take it the way you, however you can manage. Okay, it's not that. There's some of these that spring you up. But the level design in this game is really good, and now here's Dixie. It's DX instead of DK. And Dixie does just what she did in the original. Or not original, sorry, in 2, just that it's a little different. Since Diddy acts how Dixie does in the original, so and I keep saying original, but I mean 2. In 2, Dixie hovers with her hair. Here, she hovers a little bit and then propels you upwards, which is a lot more useful. But it also, in my opinion, it also makes Dixie flat out the best one. I don't think you should pick Cranky or Diddy unless you're forced to, because Dixie just makes things much easier. The only thing I can see her not making easier are bosses. And we'll see that when we get to the bosses. And that's because you want to stay in the air a little bit longer rather than getting pushed up. But yeah, she's just so much easier. She just makes the game that much easier. Which, sorry about the squeak in there. I don't feel bad for using her because the game gets really, really difficult later on. And let me get up there. You can still do that. That's one thing I love about these games. Is the roll jump, and it's one of the main reasons why I think these are pretty technical platformers, because that's a really, really cool and unique. Whoops, I missed something. That's a really cool and unique thing, and it's just not something that you can do in other kind of platformers. So it makes them able to do crazy things. I think they should make you have to do it more, because everyone can, you don't need anyone on your back to do it, so it's something that Donkey Kong has built in. And it was in the original games as well. Roll jumping was in the original games, and it was just as fun there. These big dopey sharks. The game is absolutely gorgeous. And it was a Wii U game. Like, the Wii U... The Wii U is an interesting console. It's... A lot of people don't like it. The Wii U is actually one of my most in a way is one of my favorite eras of Nintendo, because they were just so much more fun then. Because they had to frankly, they had to try, because they were losing so bad. And instead of being instead of throwing things in the throwing the towel in and being lame, they just were really fun with their advertising and just the way they were at the time. That was Nintendo's most memeable time, was the Wii U, and this game is one of the best games on the console, flat out. It kind of sucks that they re-released it on the Switch and made it full price again. I don't know how much I agree with that, but I did buy it, so I'm part of the problem. Oop. But yeah, I might as well talk about the Wii U a little bit more during these Wii U games, or at least the Wii U ports. When this game was announced, a lot of people were really upset because they didn't want Retro to stay doing Donkey Kong. They were worried that Retro was just going to become the Donkey Kong Country company, which, yeah, I guess I can understand why people would be be concerned, but they just got off being the Metroid company, so I don't think that would be the case. And I wouldn't mind, actually. I really like the Donkey Kong games. I kind of want another one. But I think they've done all they really can with 2D. So I kind of want them to make a 3D Donkey Kong game. Like, Donkey Kong 64 2 would be my dream game. And I want Retro to do that. But they're busy now making Metroid Prime 4. But yeah, when this game came out, Nintendo made a lot of missteps with their advertising. They teased a big reveal for the Game Awards one year. I think it was 2013 because this came out in 2014. And their big reveal was Cranky in this game. So that was a really bad play on their part. But the Wii U was real. Like, there's something about it that makes me really nostalgic, and it's not that old. Like, it makes me so nostalgic. Oh, there goes Dixie. I messed up. It makes me so nostalgic that I might, it might get, like, through. Oh man, I'm doing bad because I'm talking. It might get by my rules and be part of a retro thing, just because I really like the Wii U. It probably won't though. I'll probably keep it to its own thing because the Wii U's unique. The Wii U's unique in a lot of ways. Its controller is still one of the best ways to play some games. Oh yeah, what's down here again? Let's see if I can make it. I think I hold A. The Wii U's controller was once Assassin's Creed 4 came out. I got it on the Wii U first. Oh, come on, I was doing it. I got it on the Wii U first, and I beat it and loved it. And whenever I tried to play it on the PS4, I couldn't because of the controller. Oh, yes. This is a secret exit, so let's go in it. Every now and then you'll find these. There's a bunch of them in every world. And, oops, I missed it. I'm going to do these, but again, I'm not going to do the super hard level. I missed the G because I went through the secret exit. I'm going to go do the regular exit first, though. Like, before I go do the secret level. Because just like, this is actually... I don't remember if Returns had this, but this actually, as you see, it's an A. This actually takes on... there's Time Attack, by the way, as I mentioned. This actually takes on, like, that's from... It reminds me of Mario World. I'm getting all tongue-tied and everything. That reminds me of Mario World, with the secret exits. So let's go back in here and do the actual proper level. It's also really crazy that there was a secret exit in the second level of the game. I think that's a tone setter and like a rule setter, I guess, showing you just what exactly this game's going to be like. Because this game is cryptic and weird and does a lot of that. This is the real deal when it comes to platformers. Like, they didn't skimp on anything. They also took the complaints of Returns to heart because there's no motion controls, which there could be because the Wii U gamepad, I'm pretty sure has a sensor in it. Oh. Yeah, it must, because you can use gyro aiming and shoot in Splatoon. So they could have kept the motion controls in, but they didn't. And people were upset with who the villain was in Returns, because it was just tiki masks. So instead, it's the cool Viking animals. Whoa. There we go. Whoa. But yeah, the Wii U was really... This game's not the main reason I'd say the Wii U's underrated. There's a lot of games on it that are really, really incredible that people just missed because Wii U. Like Super Mario 3D World, the Zeldas, which obviously were on GameCube, but the Wii U ports made them really, really, like, way better. Oh, come on. And then it's got, like, Xenoblade Chronicles X, which better come out to the Switch. But and there's the problem. A problem with the Wii U is that the Switch kind of made it useless, which is a big shame as for someone who like me who is a collector and likes to, I guess collector lightly, but I'm a collector and I like to actually keep on the original platform and everything. I don't know. Can I pause it and see? Okay, I got the end. It makes the Wii U really useless. Especially if the rumors would be believed and Mario 3D World's coming to the Wii U. That would literally make, like, and Wonderful 101's coming to the Wii U thanks to to the Switch, sorry, thanks to Platinum's crowdfunding. But it literally makes the Wii U pointless. And after Wonderful 101 comes out, and if the rumors are true that Mario 3D World's coming to the Switch, the only games on the Wii U that you can't get on the Switch would be Xenoblade Chronicles X, and Yoshi's Woolly World and Paper Mario. Which Paper Mario's not exactly a good reason to stay on the Wii U, but it's going to make the Wii U pretty useless. Tokyo Mirage Sessions came over of all games, so I can't see Xenoblade staying exclusive for too long. And meanwhile, the first level was like 10 minutes long, and that one's like 4. If you're just rushing through. Let's go to Zipline Shrine, the first alternate level. And let's see if I can talk more about the game than the Wii U. I'll have more to say. I'll save Wii U talks per part. Or per world and session, how about that? So let's see what this level has to offer us. It said Zipline Shrine, so I guess we can expect a lot of those. Banana fairies, I'm guessing that's what they are, which were in Donkey Kong Country 3 as well, I believe. I know they were banana birds, which were kind of creepy, but I liked them. So and look, it's wants me to get Dixie. And this is what I mean, like this level, considering you can only get Dixie there, this level has to be designed with her capabilities in mind, which makes for a better level design than one where you can use any of them, because they're very different. Dixie can fly, like make you fly basically. Diddy just makes you, Diddy just makes you hover. And Cranky makes you bounce, kind of like DuckTales. So they're very different. Cranky's the hardest to use because of it, but in levels designed around him, it'd be really fun, actually. Oh, come on. There we go. So this is actually tricky control-wise, because you have to let go. You have to hold the ZR, and when you let go, you let go. And then you have to press it again to grab to the other one. It's not automatic. So it can actually take some getting used to if you're used to how the older games worked. Oh. Which I assume most people that played this game were, because Donkey Kong Country is very, very popular when it comes to like the old games. Here we go. But yeah, like this game, if any game made like Super Mario Bros. This had, man, Nintendo released 3 3D platformer or 2D platformers for this era. Yoshi's Woolly World, Mario Bros. U, and this and Yoshi's Woolly World really kicked the shit out of Mario Bros. U. So it kind of made like a game that was already people were mad at because it's just another New Super Mario Bros. Made it even worse. But this is often considered one of the best 2D platformers, especially that Nintendo ever made, and for good damn reason. Come on here. This actually inspired the second ukulele too. Like, I know they said that they're not going to say like in spiritual successor or anything anymore, but it's clearly Tropical Freeze. And it's not a bad thing. I'm someone that thinks that taking inspiration from something is not a bad thing, unless you just make it bad or just blatantly rip off. Like a good example of that would be like Lords of the Fallen. It's blatantly a rip-off of Dark Souls, but they didn't know what made Dark Souls Dark Souls. So it feels like a blatant rip-off rather than its own unique game. And for another example of something borrowing but doing good is Neo. It clearly borrows from Dark Souls, just like Lords of the Fallen did, but unlike Lords of the Fallen, it actually feels like its own unique thing. I guess I'm just not getting those.